guys, it's Erin. I don't know why I'm doing this landscape view, but I look kind of bad. I've had a rough morning, just like recuperating from yesterday, I guess. I was feeling really down. I was feeling like defeated, like because I had, some problems happen. And as I've continuously have problems happening. And so I was feeling so good and on top of the world, and then it all came crashing down because I was interacting with people again, my family members and stuff like that. And it's crazy because I just got a download that I've got them right where I want them. So I was looking at it from a different perspective and listening. I was receiving downloads. And it showed me the perspective where I've got them cornered. Like I played the game correctly. Like it's a chess game. And they're backed into a corner and they have nowhere to go but with me. That I have the power. That I'm the queen. So nobody can play chess with me. These little pawns and these other pieces are trying to kill me, and they can't, because I've got them checkmate. So that's the download that I got. That's how we play this game of life. We need to just be focused on ourselves and who we are and the good, and that's how we overcome evil. Just continue to listen to God and receive guidance and obey. And it might take a lifetime, but you're gonna win. Because there's so much corruption and destruction and evil that you may not even see. You're not gonna see the progress sometimes. And you just have to continue on. Continue doing it. And it's all in alignment with God. And your other family members are there to support you in it. Even though they're fighting against you, it seems like in the 3D. It's all a part of God's path to elevate you. So understand that don't take it personally. That they're there, that's their job, is to poke and prod you and irritate you and make you feel unloved and make you feel less than, so you can boss up. I was hearing boss the F up, but not the F was the actual word, but I'm not gonna say that. God doesn't want you to play weak. This is what I got earlier, is that you're overcoming this arrogant, boisterous, loud, outspoken, arrogant, conceited, narcissist, evil. That's where the evil lies, in this loud aggression and forceful and manipulative, and you have to be equally strong. But it's it's a different approach. So you're going to feel bad when you lash out. But God had you reach that point of lashing out over your lifetime. That built up aggression is there for a purpose. And when it's needed to come out, God lets it out. You cannot stop it from happening. When you need to speak out for yourself, if you keep holding back and holding back and holding back, you're going to come to a point in your life where you can't hold back anymore, and it's just going to come out. So you might as well get used to it coming out and live with that as your purpose and your statement of who you are and how you think and how you believe, and promote good with passion, and turn that anger into passion for good. You can't just be quiet and small and overcome evil. It takes a chess match, and God is the mastermind behind it all. You're just a vessel for God. So don't feel bad when you step outside of yourself, or because you can't help it. As long as you're not physically harmful. Sometimes you have to be, though. I don't know. I don't think that you should be physically harmed, but there's all kinds of things happening. This is not a cookie cutter approach to life. There's so many variables and so many different scenarios that there's self-defense. I don't have anything to say about that. I don't know. I don't think it's hard to say what God wants of us. It's really hard because the battle is trust me, I'm going through it right now. And it's not easy, and I'm taking my own advice, and it's still not working. Shoot, I forgot to do something. I have to go to my storage and take these bins back. Yeah, so I don't like to yell. I don't like to be aggressive. I don't like to use physical, anything. But I have. And I feel bad afterwards. And it's and you're just storing up all this aggression and hurt and pain and suffering, and nobody's listening. Nobody feels your heart and your soul calling out for just to love. And then when you go outside of yourself, they blame you for for look what you did, look what you did. And it's like they can come back years later and say, well, you did this and you did that. And it's like, that doesn't help the situation. Or they're like afraid of you because you're speaking up and you're being aggressive. And it's like, but you're trying to fight for good. Like, they don't see the intention behind it. How do you overcome evil, like a dark evil that keeps, that's underlying? It's under the surface. It's manipulative. It's like laying under the surface, and they keep digging at you like with a joke or something, or this demeaning type of behavior. And you keep you can laugh it off and stuff, but it's poking at you. And this underlying manipulation of like, they don't care, they don't love you, they don't want to see you, they don't want to be around you, when all you are is love and goodness. But you stick up for yourself and you fight for yourself, and you're outspoken about what's real and what's the truth, and you're fighting for yourself and your family, and they think you're just fighting. They make you think that you're just fighting for nothing, that you're just a mean, aggressive person, like a narcissist, like they're pointing the finger at you. And it's like, literally, that's the opposite of what you're doing. It's the intention behind it is completely different. It's an outspoken frustration of wrongdoing, of mistreatment, of decades of abuse, and you're shining light on it. And of course, the narcissists are going to cover it up and point the finger and point the blame right back at you. So you have to understand that. And realize that God shows you the way. If you're upset about something that you did in the past, how you reacted, or whatever you did that was on their level, that you had remorse and regret, and you can apologize and you can show them that you're not the same as them, because your reaction is different. You didn't want to do that. You're not going to do that. But you showed them that it is possible for you to do that too. It's possible for you to be right there with them. But you're choosing not to. You're choosing to be better and bigger, a bigger person. That you're holding yourself back from being like them. And they can do it too. You're showing them that it's possible, that you're not that different, that you're the same. You're the same type of people. You grew up in the same environment with the same family members, the same area, and you can restrain yourself. You can make it. You're the leader, you're the pioneer, you're the one that can get out from under that situation and show them the way out. That this is how you do it. And the thing is that silence is golden. And so you don't even have to use if you've been using your words you've been fighting the fight and you've been sticking up for yourself, the best thing to do is just to step back. Don't be the same anymore. Don't act the same. Don't reach out. Don't try. Don't give gifts. Don't do anything. Don't celebrate. Don't care about. Don't participate. Don't participate in the. Do something completely different than you normally would do. Make a statement in your actions. You're not willing to play the game anymore. This isn't a game. This is real life, and it affects people on a deep emotional level. We're not here to just play and have fun and hurt people's feelings. We're here we have a job, a mission that is a higher purpose. All these people can play all the games they want and have all the fun they want and laugh and ridicule people and manipulate them behind their back and go out and party and drink and smoke and wear skulls and everything on their clothes and be evil and say hatred things and hold on. Okay, so this fight is real and it's ruthless and it's hard and it's like you can't even stop it from happening. This aggression that you feel towards one another, it's like so embedded. If it's gone on for like a decade or something, it's like you've grown up with each other, your family members, you just go back into that mode no matter how many years you've been apart or months or whatever, that you try to have a game plan and it doesn't work. That's like a really strong embedded emotional conflict. So that needs to be worked out by a lot of communication and love and talking. And sometimes, like when you're separated, you don't have that interaction with the family member to know them, and you each grow when you're apart, but then when you come together, it's like you never left. Like it's back to when you guys were younger or something, or back to all these old issues that are re-emerging, that you both feel like you're past that, but why does it keep emerging? Why does your behavior, even when you don't want to act like a certain way, it just comes up? Because you're not around each other. You never worked out a problem. And so it's still inside of you. It still needs to be worked out. It's not going to go away. If you don't discuss a problem with somebody and work it out and get rid of that problem for good, you both forgive and get rid of it, then it's going to linger on. And it takes two people to get rid of it. So if one's not over it, the other one's going to it's going to linger inside of them, and it's going to come out in some kind of way. It could be their tone of voice. They could not even realize that they're holding on to resentment, but you can feel it. just got be a warrior for your family. Count your wins, not your losses. Hey guys, I'm here in the kitchen making that spicy cabbage soup. I kind of forgot to film, so I'm going to show you what I have so far. I just browned some mushrooms in some olive oil, and now I'm doing the onions and celery. Those are cooking over there. And then I diced up some cabbage and some garlic. And then I shredded up some carrots. So that's what I've done so far. I just added in those mushrooms and stirred it. Okay, now I'm going to add in some minced garlic. And this is 8 cloves of garlic. I've already put in a bunch. I'm still going to chop some more right here. I have this garlic mincer, and all I do is put the garlic in there, the chopped garlic cloves. It's hard to do this with one hand. I don't know. Trying to put those in there. And then close that. And then all you do is like roll this. This is a great little stocking stuffer. You just roll it on these wheels, and it's chopping the garlic. So in there is chopped garlic. So now, what I was doing is like hitting it and then flipping open the lid. And there's the chopped garlic. Minced garlic. Actually, I didn't really do it very well because I was holding the phone, so let me try that again. Okay, now I'm gonna add half of these carrots that I shredded. And stir that together. Okay, so I'm gonna open up some diced tomatoes. Okay, so I just added 1 can. I'm gonna do 2 stewed tomatoes, but I only have diced tomatoes, so I'm just gonna add those. Okay, so I'm gonna stir that. If the veggies are getting the pan kind of brown, you can add some water to it, just a little bit. So I'm going to incorporate the tomatoes into the other veggies, the mushrooms, the celery, the carrots, and the onion. I'm going to add 1 more can. Throw that away. Grab this can and dump it in. So now I'm going to let let that heat up to a boil, and then I'm gonna start adding some cabbage. Actually, I'm gonna heat this up. I'm gonna add the water to it. Bring that to a boil. Turn it on high. Okay, it's starting to steam up and get like a little bit frothy. You can see the difference in the coloring and like little bubbles. So I'm gonna start adding the cabbage and just put like half the cabbage in, or until it's like full. And then that will wilt down, and then we'll do the rest of the cabbage. This pot's pretty big, but I still have some in here to put when that wilts down. So I'm gonna put the lid on it, and actually I'm gonna add I'm gonna add the salt and pepper later. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the lid on this, so it's gonna cook down a little bit. Actually, I can fill that up. Because the pot's pretty big. Okay, so that's all the cabbage. So if you have a smaller pot, then you just put like half, but I used all the cabbage, so I can put that lid on and wait for that to boil and wilt down. Okay, so I'm gonna take the lid off. This has been boiling for a little while, and I'm gonna push this cabbage down into the broth. Now, I didn't add any seasoning to this other than what was in the diced tomato, the can of diced tomato. So I'm gonna add some this pink Himalayan salt, and it's a grinder. And I'm also gonna add this chipotle chili pepper. You don't want to add too much because it could be too spicy. And then I need 2 hands to do this, so I'll be back. Okay, I did a bunch of the salt. I think I'm gonna do more. And then I'm gonna add some more of this. That looks about good. And I'm just gonna like stir this around a bit. And you're gonna wanna have this boil for like 45 minutes. You can add more water if you want. But the flavor is in the veggies, in the broth, so the more water you put in, the more watered down it's gonna be. So I'm gonna add more of this salt. Okay, so now it's really boiling. I'm gonna turn this down. It's boiling a lot. And then open the fire. Okay, now I'm gonna add some red pepper flakes. Red flakes. No, there's two. Okay, it's really wilted down. So I and it's really boiling rapidly. So I did boil this water. So I'm gonna add it in a little bit. The cabbage looks pretty firm still, so I don't think it hasn't been 45 minutes yet. So it's about another 15 minutes. Okay, this is the end result. This is what it looks like. And then I serve it with some crackers. And yeah. Okay, so I got really hot making this soup, so. Try it. Haven't tasted it at all. Really hot. Like from the stove hot. The flavor is so good. And the crunchiness or the texture of the cabbage and stuff, so good. This is literally so good. I love it. That's all the flavor you need is just the Himalayan salt, pink Himalayan salt, and the chipotle chili powder. And then I'm trying to think if I put anything else in it. Oh, the red pepper flakes. That's it. The flavor is all in the vegetables, and it's literally delicious. So freaking good. The soup is delicious. So good. So if you don't have stewed tomatoes, you can always just use like 3 cans of diced tomatoes. Literally so delicious.